Hey, thanks for sticking around. This is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk. If you're just joining us, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. It's a show about sleep. We talk about anything that has to do with sleep. As I say in many or at every show, you can email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Throw anything at me. Um, and if I feel it's pertinent, I'll address it on the show. I got one here from Lindsay from McGraw, New York, and she said, I was listening to your show last weekend. Did I hear you say that Puffy has a lifetime warranty? Yes. Yeah, believe that. So go to puffy.com. You can look at all their beds online. We have them all in store at the same price. Okay, so you want to try them because there's multiple beds, but they have a lifetime warranty on their mattress and their adjustable base, which is awesome. And I got to tell you, we added Puffy a few years back when they were a smaller company, and there wasn't a lot of retailers taking them on, but I looked at their product and they built a beautiful mattress. And I talked to the people and I talked about their message and what they deliver to the customer and their ideas, and I decided to put it on my floors, and it's been an enormous success. We're one of their bigger retailers in the country. They sell online direct to consumer as well. Don't do that for multiple reasons, and I'll give you good reasons for. First of all, you got to support your local community. But the bigger reason is you're saying, "Oh, so what?" When you buy a mattress online, you don't get to try the different mattresses, and then they dump this thing on your doorstep, and it's roll packed, and you got to deal with that. And then if you don't like it, you got to bring strangers into your house to get rid of it, and then that goes to waste. And then you got to order another. Just come in our store, try the different Puffies, pick out the one you like. We pull up their website. We give you the same prices online. You know what you're getting when it shows up. You'll like it. But anyway. Yes, lifetime warranty on Puffy. They're a hybrid mattress. They're really nice. They got a great feel. We sell a lot of them every month. And, I've got to tell you, we get very few back on a sleep guarantee. So, in other words, very few. I mean, I bet you, I don't know the number, but I'll bet you less than 1% come back where people say, I want something different. So one to check out. So there's your answer, Lindsay. And I'll tell you this, when you get a new mattress, we talk about sleep guarantee. We try to prep people, and especially if you're going to a dramatically different feel than you had before. Not always, but sometimes when you get a new bed, and this happened to me, your body's got to adjust, and it takes a couple weeks. I used to preach this, but then I experienced it. I put in a 14-inch memory foam bed in my house 5-6 years ago. Beautiful bed. And I started waking up a little sore. And I said, what's going on? And then I started thinking, hey, this is what you tell people all the time. And I toughed it out. And after about the 7th or 8th night, it stopped. And all of a sudden, I was very comfortable. And I loved that bed. It was a great bed. So when you get a new bed, you're spending 56 hours a week on this bed. Your body's got to adjust to that. It's got to adjust if it's a different feel, and because perhaps your body's been compensating for poor support, and now it's getting even support. It's got to adjust to that. You follow me? So don't panic. I've had people call me after the first night, go, I can't sleep on this. It's horrible. I know a couple personally that I sold a Stearns and Foster to, beautiful bed. And she called me the next day, and she's much like my wife, an excitable Italian woman. And she called me up and said, I can't sleep on this thing. It's awful. Oh, my God. I woke up I said, relax. Just trust me. Give it a week. Give it 2 weeks. Just please. Never heard from her again. Ran into her. I go, how's it? Oh, it's great. It's great. I go, see, I told you. You gotta give it a little time. One night is not the answer. Okay. 2 nights it takes a little time. And most beds that doesn't happen, but it does happen. Everybody's different. Everybody's body's different. They got to adjust. You follow me? So anyway, got great deals going on for the new year here. We're in a new year. It's time to get the new mattress, the new sleep system you've been putting off. Make 2025 a great year. I know you hear this stuff all the time, but really, sleep affects everything you do. I mentioned this in an earlier segment. It affects, your relationships. It affects how you drive. It affects how you perform and work. It affects your mental attitude. It affects your health. You wake up feeling, you ever have a great night's sleep? You wake up, you go, wow, I'm ready to go. Imagine if you could do that every morning. Okay, do it in 2025. Right now, save up to $1,350 on Puffy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple. All the New Year's sales are going on. We have up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. We have no credit check payment plans. We have all kinds of payment plans. You can fill out the 15-second Express credit app at mattressexpressny.com. You can do it in store. Just come on in. We'll do it. Bring your ID with you. You can do it over the phone at 1-800-NEW-BEDS. We're happy to help you find a pay plan that fits your budget. Or we take cash, credit cards, debit cards, checks. We'll take a personal check, business check, whatever you want to do. So, all right. Anyway, mattressexpressny.com, 1-800-NEW-BEDS. I thought I would talk today about, I wanted to use the word failed, but let's talk about past or even current mattress designs that I don't believe ever, either they caught on and faded away or they just never really caught on. So, and I see different ones when I'm going to Las Vegas in a couple of weeks for a national furniture show, and there's a lot of bedding there. And you see all these new and interesting designs, and everybody's always trying to reinvent the wheel, and some are really brilliant and catch on and some don't. But we go back to the water bed, obviously. I had a water bed at one point. I hated it. I don't know. It wasn't even so much the feel. I never found it comfortable. You'd wake up in the morning and the heater would die, and you'd wake up and feel like you have hypothermia. You had to fill it and drain it. But I had a roommate when I was younger that had a water bed. But what it was a foam cavity. It was looked like a mattress, but if you flipped it over, it was hollow, and it had these long tubes full of water that you laid underneath it. He liked it at the time. There was a chain in the South that tried to bring back the water bed over the last 10 years. I don't know whatever became of that. We carried a bed. I won't mention the brand, and I don't know if they still make it or not. We thought it was a great idea, but the public, not so much. You could unzip the cover and open it up, and it had all these round foam cylinders that were different colors and different firmnesses. And they had different patterns you could put in there. So you could adjust the firmness by moving these foam cylinders around. But, we're Americans and we want to just push a button and make it firmer or softer, like the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. We don't want to do all this. So some people liked it. We sold some, but it never really caught on. I saw another one like that out at that was in development out at a furniture show where it had square blocks of foam. Or no, this was they were like rectangular. It wasn't foam. They were rectangular containers of water you could slide in from the sides to adjust the firmness. And the pillow top was big. People come in all the time. I don't want a pillow top. Don't get caught up in that. There was pillow tops in the 80s and 90s that were full of cheap foam that got all saggy. It's not like that anymore. Anymore, a pillow top is really just a design feature. Doesn't make it a good or a bad mattress. So don't get too caught up in wanting or not wanting a pillow top. And the other thing that drives me nuts, some people get caught up in the color of a mattress when they come in. Oh, I could never sleep on a blue mattress. Who cares what color it is? You're going to put a sheet on it, okay? So ignore the colors when you come in. I mean, they do it to be, visually attractive, so you'll be drawn to it later. But some people don't like the colors that the mattresses are in or the designs that are on them. But ignore that. It's really all about the feel because you're going to throw a sheet on it. So it's just fun stuff to talk about. MattressExpressNY.com, 1-800-NEW-BEDS. New hours for 2025, 10 to 9 Monday through Friday, 10 to 8 Saturday, 10 to 6 Sunday. All locations. New store in Auburn, New York in the Tractor Supply Plaza. Great store, biggest bedding store maybe in upstate New York, 8,000 square feet. You can call any of our stores during business hours at 1-800-NEW-BEDS. 1-800-NEW-BEDS. You can email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Stick around. We're heading into the last segment. I'll be right back after this.